Okay, it's time to end this. It's still a good... Listen, this is still a good game. I'm glad that I finally got to play through it on this channel. But after this, after I finish playing this game, I'm probably never going to want to play it again. It's been a great time. It's been a great time. I've had a great time playing it. But it has also worn out its welcome. So, at the end of Saturday's stream, I said that I would like keep level grinding my characters, or I would keep like playing through the skirmishes until I could like get enough experience to like really level up people. Well, after like 5 to 10 times of doing one mission over and over again and realizing just how much experience it was getting me, I realized that I instead decided to I took an alternate tactic. I instead decided, okay, how can I like I instead basically kept fighting Maximilian and basically just kept workshopping ideas or strategies I could do to mess with him. And to mess with him and like kill him as quickly as possible. And I ended up and I even like went online and saw, okay, how do other people deal with this boss fight? And then saw what other players did, and realized that I've kind of been playing Valkyria Chronicles wrong this entire time, and realized that just how kind of when you don't, and I find after like seeing how other people were beating this mission, I now finally realize how kind of easily you could break some levels in this game if you don't play it like the game tells you to. So, first things first, we're going to go back to headquarters, and I am going to use the experience I got to level up some characters. And also to get some more, because I did, as you can see up here, I did get a lot of, I did do that mission a lot of times to get a lot of experience, but we're going to, here, let's level them. Okay, snipers up to, like, level 12. Scouts to level 13. Now I'm gonna boost trooper. Actually, no, wait, no, never mind. No. That's not what I'm gonna do. Only leveling up troopers. Yeah, I'm gonna put all my experience into troopers. Putting all my experience into troopers, and then... And that shouldn't be... Yep, okay, that's not enough for them to level up, so now I will put more experience into the scouts. And into the snipers. There. And then... So, after spending like a bunch of missions level grinding for money and experience, and also a bunch of missions, and also a bunch of like attempts at finding ways to just easily beat Maximilian, I figured out a plan. That I can make work, and I'm gonna use that plan to kill Maximilian in like 3 turns. And I will fully admit, I'm gonna be very cheap. I usually try to play a game honorably, and like not try to do stuff like save scum or level grind, because I want to like I want to get an honest challenge from the game I'm playing. But in this case, no. I'm gonna save scum. I'm gonna be cheap as heck, and I'm basically gonna try to in order to get this done as quickly as possible. In order to beat this final mission as quickly as possible. So first, okay, let me check to make sure. Okay, yeah, Shamrock's got the Gatling gun. And then I'll also say, okay, something else to mention. So even though this is not, even though I'm not playing Bloodborne today, any donations made during the stream will count towards the Bloodborne Emergency Donathon. And we're actually, just to give you all an update on that, we're less than $20 away from the 5th donation goal. So, we've already beaten the first donation. We already passed the first donation goal, so I'm going to have to do a Pokemon Smash or Pass stream. We already passed the 2nd donation goal, so I'm going to have to draw characters suggested by y'all from memory. We've already passed the 3rd donation goal, so I'm going to have to play through God Hand for the first time. We've passed the 4th donation goal, so y'all are going to get to decide the 200th playthrough. And we are less than $20 away from the 5th donation goal, which is the Capcom Fighters Marathon from Hell. And then, if we can reach that, after that we've got the 6th donation goal, which is me playing the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for the first time. If we could pass that, the donation goal after that is y'all getting to decide a new emote for the channel. If we could pass the donation goal after that, I'll do some D&D solo campaigns. If we manage to pass the $900 donation goal after that, then I'll play through Sonic Adventure 2 for the first time. And if we manage to pass the $1,000 donation goal after that, then y'all get to decide a game I must 100%. So we're about $20 away from the 5th donation goal, which means we're almost halfway through all the current donation goals. And again, so any donations made will not just like count towards these donation goals, they will also add more lives onto Bloodborne. I think I'm at 397 remaining lives. So every dollar donated will add another life. And I know I brought this up multiple, and like I've always said, subs, bits, and gift subs do help, but direct donations to my PayPal help out a lot more, because I'll receive the money you donate directly. I'll receive the money you donate immediately, instead of having to wait until at least halfway through February to get it. So, if you're able to, please consider donating. If you're not able to or don't feel like donating, I understand, and thank you at least for watching the stream. Now then, let me upgrade everyone. So let's get frame assembly, steel upgrade. We're gonna get the frame assembly again.
All set.
Next, I don't need any of these upgrades for them. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to equip any other upgrades. So let me see what I can upgrade on the Edelweiss. Body HP, tread HP, Let me reinforce body. The Edelweiss's top level enhancements are reinforced barrel 3, reinforced body 3, and reinforced armor 3, only one of which can be equipped at a time. Change equipment means scrapping the previous enhancement, reverting to later will require the R&D fee to be paid again full. Make your equipment decisions carefully to avoid unnecessary research fee expenditures. Yeah, we'll give it that. Cool. And yeah, I think the blocks I've got are good, so we won't get any of these. The next upgrade I need to make sure I get is upgrading, maximum firepower boost for the shock troopers.
All set.
And then I think I've got the maximum firepower boost for the scouts. Let's get them the firepower boost. Okay, not enough getting these. No. Alright, it's fine. And then I've maxed out the grenades. And the uniforms and the blast suits. Also another thing I did is because of all these skirmishes I did...
soon, bro.
Because of all the skirmishes I did, I also went back and talked to, the princess of Gallia, and I got all the medals and and specialized weapons from her. And I believe I went ahead and equipped those to different characters. I'll check to be sure, but yeah, I believe I equipped those too. Yep, okay. Yeah, I did. I equipped those. Alright, we're just gonna dive into doing this so I can get this done. And move on to, and finish this game. So I'm gonna save right here, and then I won't need these saves anymore. So let me delete those. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on the final mission.
Here are your final.
We're just gonna go ahead and start. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and start on the final mission. And then as soon as I beat this and the credits roll, I'm going to switch over to Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. The time has finally come to settle things with Maximilian. I assume he's capable of neutralizing any attack you send his way, the same as the other Valkyrie you've seen. That said, Maximilian's Valkyrian powers are the result of some device. They're artificial. I'm certain I'll have a weak point somewhere on the deck. Find it, then lob every bullet and bomb you got at it. Your objective is to defeat Maximilian once and for all. Take that maniac out and put it into the war. And while I may not stop bullets, I hope you will forget that you go with an entire nation's hope for peace. Okay. Who we're gonna position? We're just... See, normally when I assign units to a mission, I, like, have a balanced team. I have a balanced team with an equal number of, like, with an equal number of shock troopers, scouts, snipers, lancers, and engineers, so that there's someone for every role. But what I've learned is that that's not how the game actually wants you to play. At least for this mission, that is not what the game... Despite this being the final mission and, like, the culmination of everything you're supposed to have learned up to this point in the game, you're not supposed to do that in this mission. What I'm supposed to... Or what I found the best way to handle this is go all in, I'll need, like... let's see, I need, like, oh wait. Let me actually move... As much as I like Ecclesia, she's actually not really going to be factoring to this mission that much. So let me actually put her back here. I sadly won't be using her much. So let's add Largo here and Yoko here. Then I'll need Catherine here, and then everyone else here is a shock trooper. So Rosie, Kobe, Jane, Edie. And we're gonna deploy.
We're all set to begin. Let's take Dahlia back with our... This is our final operation. Let's end this war. Squad 7, move out.
So, I figured out a here's the strategy I'm gonna do. First thing...
Up on the Marmota's deck, eh? Nice spot.
First thing I'm gonna do...
Just a shame we got no audience.
Well, I'll wait until this
chomping
passes.
at the bit for a piece of it.
The Edelweiss is also all ready to go, sir.
We're ready for your orders,
Okay, let's get started, Sevens. Our target is the enemy commander, Maximilian himself.
And I normally don't do this, but I'll just let y'all know ahead of time. I'm gonna save scum like every single turn until I get like the right outcome, so I can end this as quickly as possible. Okay, so for those who weren't here the previous like 3 or 4 times I attempted this fight, these 3 towers are basically powering a shield around Maximilian, and you do little to no damage to him as long as they're active. And thankfully, this first turn, it's always these 3 towers which are active. But after this turn, it's gonna be these. But after this turn, these towers are just gonna be like they're gonna constantly switch around. So, first things first, I'm gonna take out these 3 towers.
Leave it back up to me.
Yeah, first things first, I'm gonna take out these 3 towers. So.
I'm not done yet.
Enemy unit
Then I'm gonna move her back into cover. And that's it for what I'll have Catherine do. Now next,
lead it to Aunt Yoko.
I'm gonna have Yoko take out this. Oh, she needs to move a little further. I'm gonna have Yoko take out this tower.
Sorry, dear.
Nice work. Keep
And have her move back here.
Just watch this.
And now I'm gonna have Largo take out this tower right here. Okay, that's all 3 of the towers down. And I have about 9 moves left, so I'm gonna go ahead, and now that those 3 towers are down, I'm gonna put like a save right here. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna have the Edelweiss.
Combat.
This is for you, Beast.
Hilariously enough, in the final mission, where it's like after all my time spent with this tank, the only thing I'm gonna have the Edelweiss do is just fire smoke rounds. That's really the... Yeah, that's all I'm gonna have the Edelweiss do this entire turn. That's all I'm gonna have the Edelweiss do this entire mission. Okay, now next. So let me boost. Raises all allies' anti-personnel attack power. I'm gonna need 2 for the Shamrock, so let me actually just boost. Let me just boost. I'll boost Rosie's attack.
This is an order. Attack with everything you've got.
And then let me also boost her defense.
This is an order. Brace up and get ready to defend yourself. I'm on it.
Okay, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and send Rosie out.
Keep that cover fire coming.
Okay, he sees her. Okay, that's already doing a good enough amount of damage.
So,
All right, everybody, keep your sights trained.
Alright, and next, let's have the Shamrock move forward.
way ahead of you. Steel always fires me up. All right, enough fooling around.
Okay, and one thing that does help is because Maximilian's got like this energy glowing around him, I actually can kind of find him easily through the smoke, but... Yeah, just full Gatling. Okay, and then... Let me move that back a little bit. Okay, I've got 2 moves left, so I'm going to spend them on
Let's do
Rosie.
this thing.
Okay, so...
Here I come.
Okay, he's almost down at half. And there. First phase done. First phase done. He's already down to half health.
Very well. We shall see how you fare once the power output is raised to its limit.
Okay. And I'll have her run back here. And for her last turn... Okay. For her last turn, I will actually have her heal
Let's do
up.
this thing.
She's already... He's noticed her a lot sooner than I was expecting, so... Let me heal her all the way up. And before I end the current phase, I'm going to go ahead and put another save right here, in case things go wrong. Okay. So end of first phase, and Maximilian's already down to half health. And we're not even going to bother, I'm not even going to bother putting Rosie in a position to where she can, intercept fire him. Because apparently he's immune to interception. Because he's apparently immune to interception fire. Of course. Now, he might notice and fire at Rosie, which could be a problem, but that's why I've got three other... That's why I've got three other, shock troopers. Yeah, this is what I mean. He's immune to interception fire. Okay, and now on this turn... So yeah, okay, 3 more towers. So we'll need to spend... Let me actually... Okay, let me save... Put another save right here. I'll just put a save on top of this one. These tower... Like, these 3 towers being the ones that, being the ones that are activated will work. That we can work with that. Let's see if I can have her aim and destroy this one. Okay, and I'll just have her use her other turn to aim and destroy this one. There. That's one of the towers down.
I'm not done yet.
I'm impressed, but not surprised.
And then next... Okay, so there's these 2 towers here. So next, I'm going to have Largo attack this tower here.
Watch this.
And let's just have him take it out. Okay, that tower's destroyed. That's 2 towers down.
Just keep up this pace.
And here is the point where I'm just going to get very cheap. Here's the point where I'm going to get very cheap. I'm going to put a save right here. On top of this other save. And I'm going to do something... Yeah, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have Yoko try to hit this tower. And if she misses, I'm just going to reload my save.
Leave it to Aunt Yoko.
Yeah, if she misses, I'm just going to reload my save.
Here goes.
Okay, she did not miss. Good. So, let me save on top of the... So, let me save on top of this. And then let me have her
I'll take care of it.
activate again. And she needs one more shot on this thing.
Take this.
Okay, good. She actually got her. She actually hit with both shots. That usually doesn't happen. Usually usually whichever Lancer I have aim at that thing misses like the first couple of tries. Okay, so now that all 3 of those are broken, I'm gonna go ahead and put another save right here. Okay, we've got about 7 moves left, so I will orders defense boost.
This is an order.
Boost Rosie's defense.
Brace up and get ready to defend yourself.
And attack boost.
This is an order. Attack with everything you've got.
Now let's see how much health he's got left. Okay, he's got like 3/4 of his health left, so...
Way ahead of you.
Can we hit from here? Okay. That took about...
Let's do this thing.
That actually might have been the wrong move. That might have been the wrong move. It might have been... But we'll see if Rosie can just finish him off herself.
Ain't no stopping me.
Oh, good. Okay, and then just cancel the turn. Just end the turn there before he can do interception fire. And then she's right next to him, so... Yeah, stop his interception fire. Okay, she's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna miss with that attack. Wait, she's got one attack left. Okay, it actually was the wrong move. Oh, I'm gonna load up. I'm gonna load. It actually was the wrong move to have the Shamrock attack. I should have just had Rosie just constantly fire at him. So yeah, this is... So yeah, slight change to the plan. Don't have the Shamrock attack. It's... Yeah, I think you could kind of... Yeah, this kind of... I think this is a good summary of, like, the... how inherently silly this strategy is and how really funny it is that it worked. The better option is to not have the tank that is immune to his interception fire shoot its Gatling turret at him. No, the actual better option is to just raise this one soldier's attack and defense, to just have her stand point blank next to him and just unload all her bullets on him every turn.
This is an order. Attack with everything you've got.
Okay, so yeah, she's got 5 moves now.
Let's do this thing.
And she does not have to, like, get... Yeah, she can just stand right next to him. Okay, he's down to half health. Okay, there. End the turn before he can intercept. Then do it again. So we just aim at him again. Okay. Now, she should have like 3 more turns left, so she should be able to do this very quickly. Or she'll be able to do this in her remaining moves. Alright. And...
I'm on it.
2 more moves left. And there, I win, and I win. So throughout this entire playthrough, I've been like focusing on just using, I've been ignoring the orders to have my characters move around more because I figured, oh well, I can have why use an order when I can have a troop move more, when I could spend that command point to have a troop move more, and but really, the real answer is that no, I should have been using orders like every single time I get the chance because they are, Rosie just almost single-handedly killed the final boss, just on her own with like, I mean like other people had to take out the towers and the Shamrock did help her out at first on that first turn. But yeah, she just killed the final boss nearly almost like with her doing most of the work just because of that defense and attack boost.
Maximilian, you lost the moment you began to rely on the Valkyrie's power. And I got an A rank. Hooray. Actually, no, Welkin. He lost the moment that I realized just how... He lost the moment I realized that, safety, keeping your troops safe, keeping your soldiers safe is not the... Keeping your soldiers safe is not the way to win this game. Speed and overwhelming offenses. But hooray! I got a bunch of experience and money that. Well, I guess I can. I don't know. We'll see if I can use that.
There might be some extra missions I could use that for. You can't replay story missions. You can replay skirmishes, but not story mission.
Dogs of Gallia.
It's time to surrender, Maximilian. Your war is over.
Surrender, you say? I think you forget. We Valkyria can give our lives to fuel a blazing hot inferno of destruction.
I would love it if he tries to do the same thing Sovaria did, but he ends up just like... But ends up not working because he's not actually a Valkyrie. He just fizzles out.
Don't do this! It doesn't have to end like this!
It seems
You're telling a Nazi not to try and... Listen, you're... Sorry, welcome, but you're telling a Nazi not to try and just obliterate everything he sees. He can't stop himself. Oh, does it just fizzle out? Please. Yes!
How?
Because you suck.
Why has it stopped?
My guess is it's because I killed the power supply.
Oh, okay.
Faldio, you made it!
Dang, I was really hoping it was just like,
snuck
oh,
out
he
in
tried
time
and
to
failed.
ride on this monster. I'm sorry it took me so long to stop the engine.
Unhand us! Ah! What are you doing? Let's go!
Stab him.
Sorry, buddy, but I can't do that.
What? Okay, just... What do you... Just stab him. Stab or shoot him. He's like, you got him right there.
What are you doing, Faldio? This is insane!
Faldio, stop!
You can just like stab or shoot. You don't have to drop yourself there.
Alicia, no matter my reasons, I was wrong to have betrayed you.
I mean, you don't have to drop him down there. You could
Now,
just like...
It's time that I paid for what I have done.
I mean...
Let go!
I mean, you were sitting in jail. That was paying for what you were done. You don't have to like...
Two of us, thinking power could save us.
Oh, okay. So it's
Now
poetic
you
in a
to
way.
leave the stage.
Okay, now just suplex him off the back.
Farewell.
Suplex him.
Alicia. Best of luck.
Oh, jeez. Okay, y'all should probably get out of there.
Damn it! The boss and the little misses are still in there!
Hey, boss! Alicia! You two okay? Wilkin, you're all right?
Yeah, except for that. Our way is blocked off. The entire deck's gone up! We can't cross! All of you, go on and get out of here!
Not a chance, boss! You get over here! We're leaving together or not at all!
Quick, someone get him a... Quick, someone... Welkin, give yourself a defense boost.
No time for that! Stay here any longer, you put the whole squad at risk! Listen, I'm not saying this again! You're going to leave now! That's an order!
Damn it all! Simmons, we're leaving! Get off of the Barboda!
Wait, Largo, why are you giving the orders?
The deck's a lost cause. Alicia, let's find
Look,
a way
Largo.
up.
Look, Largo. You did like actually make like one or two
I'm not
shots,
afraid we'll
one or two accurate shots. But let's not get ahead of
Now
ourselves.
let's go.
Thanks. Right, let's move!
Oh. So, yeah, I can save like right there. So, just gonna go ahead and say, because I'm like, we're now in like past the final mission, and we're now in like the end credit, we're now in the like final cutscenes of the game. So, because I beat Super Robot Wars V, like during the second day of the year off stream, I know,
But because that makes this game the 34th game I've beat before I turn 30. So,
There's no way we're getting out of this.
and also I.
Ecclesia.
Welkin, look!
Oh, they got the plane working.
I'm coming for you! Leon!
Welkin, that's Isara's plane!
Yeah.
Okay, but don't show it to anyone in the Gallian military, or they're gonna try to make plane warfare thing.
Gotta jump.
No problem.
See, yeah, with me beating this, that makes. I know I did just like. I know this is like the. Most of this game I played last year, but yeah, this makes me beating this means that this is the first game I've beaten in 2026.
Woo! That was a close one, bro.
It also marks like playthrough 192 completed, so we're getting.
Where did you find the
So I'm
time?
getting pretty close
After we
to.
lost Isara, Casey and myself, well, everyone.
I'm
in
gonna
the
have to
squad
like.
really
I'm gonna have
came
to
by to
like
pitch
finish
in.
that
It was
that
Isara's
forms where y'all
dream,
can.
you know?
I'm gonna have to finish the
It wasn't hard
the.
finding help.
I'm gonna have to finish the
suppose it
the
was.
list of games for the 200th game pretty soon, because I'm already beating.
Always live inside us. The dreams you left that day, now they're all of ours.
Because I'm already up to like we're only with me beating
So
this
tell me,
game. There's
bro,
only 1,
how far we
2,
going
3,
today?
4, 5,
This
6,
thing
7
can take us clear
games
across the sea.
until I reach the 200. Until I reach the start of the 200th playthrough.
Back to a free country. Our friends are waiting. Take us to Rangrease.
Oh, that's the end.
The 25th
Okay.
day of October.
It always feels a bit weird. It always feels a bit weird in RPGs when RPGs have a really big story and then they just end like right after the final battle, and there's like
The
really
death
not that
of
much left,
Maximilian,
and there's just
commander of the
not that
Empire's
much.
invasion of Gallia, paved the way for truce
And then there's just like they beat the final boss, and then the character just kind of like get out of there, and then it just ends.
After 7 tumultuous months at war, Gallians everywhere looked forward
Like
to a time
I loved
of
Final
hard-won
Fantasy VII,
peace.
amazing story, but it was really weird how like, you beat Sephiroth after spending all those hours with those characters. The game just ends with like the game just ends with like Nibble with Midgard getting hit by that looking like it might get hit by the meteor, and then you don't actually see what happens to the characters at the end. And we had to wait until like Advent Children to find out. Oh yeah, they're alive. No, yeah, they're still alive. Cloud's
And here, at the end of
Cloud's
their
looking a bit
longest
odd. Cloud's looking a bit odd after the end. He's now
to
he
rest.
ripped the sleeve off of a perfectly good cloak, but he's still alive. All right, we lost Carl. We lost Carl. I forgot about that. Really, I only lost like a few characters in it, but that's because I played it. But that's because I played it safe. I played it safe, but because I played it safe and tried not to lose a lot of people, the missions ended up getting really. I had a tough time with some of the missions. Oh, do we see like end cutscenes? Are these like after the? Okay, these are like. No, these are not. Okay, these are not epilogue cutscenes. These are. Okay, no, these are not epilogue cutscenes. These are, hey, do you remember when this happened? Cutscenes. But okay. So yeah, overall, a pretty fun game, a pretty fun strategy RPG. I will say, okay, I played, comparing this to the game that it fought against in the donation duel, which is XCOM 2. While my laptop was broken, I did play a little bit of XCOM 2 just to, like, try out the game. Just to, like, refamiliarize myself with the game for when I eventually get to playing it. And out of those two, just from, like, what I played of XCOM 2, I definitely think I like XCOM 2 more than this. And that might seem like an odd comparison to make, but there is, like, considering that you're both, like, in both these games, you're like a small military squad fighting against like an overwhelming army.
and you have to use like a lot of guerrilla tactics, I think it actually is worth comparing. Also, there's like a permadeath system. I think it actually is worth comparing XCOM 2 in this game. But that's enough of the comparisons to XCOM 2. Overall, this was an interest. Like as far as World War II games, it's a really unique and interesting one. Because I mean, like, there's been thousands of like games that set around World War II, or in this case, anime World War II. But they're usually all like, but a lot of them are like the same genres. A lot of them are like first-person shooters. This being a mix of like, wait, was there a beach episode did I miss? Did I miss a beach episode? Dang it. Well, regardless, I don't think it would have matched up to Trails to Azure's beach episode, which is now in the high tier of beach episodes, which is amongst the beach episodes of video games. That's in the higher tier of beach episodes. Anyway, just going back to what I was saying. I think the game is okay. The game is pretty fun, but there is this really weird disjointedness, if that's the right word, between like between how the game tells you to play the game and how the game actually wants you to play the game. Because for most of this game, I was having a really tough time with some of the missions because I was trying to play it very carefully, like not getting people killed, like making sure I was very careful with who I sent out, having like a good balance of troops sent to every mission. But no, so it kind of just like, if it seems like I dislike the game now with how I was talking during that final mission, I don't. I still really like it. But it did just get to a point of like, it did both kind of annoy me and make me laugh with how the game is like, with how the story and like the actual gameplay makes it seem like, and how the game tells you to, and how the game instructs you to play, makes it feel like you want to keep everyone safe and make sure that everyone survives. But no, how the game actually wants you to play and how it rewards you for playing is by being just like gung-ho, going guns blazing, don't care about safety, just more DACA. Like, my careful strategy of trying to keep everyone alive and trying to avoid unnecessary risks ended up making me like get really frustrated and just not able to beat the final that final fight against Maximilian. But then when I just said, fuck it, no, we'll just bring in like four shock troopers who will be they'll be doing all the killing of Maximilian. Everyone else will just be like blocking his line of sight or taking out the towers. I beat it in like 2 turns. I beat it like really easily. It got an A rank. So it's the game's like in the story. The game was all about now listen. We can't have just one per. This war isn't going to be won. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. Eleanor Potter, upon retirement from the armed forces, Eleanor began to still manage as a public outfit, following her marriage to Largo. Oh, poor Eleanor. Her holidays are now spent helping out on the farm. Leaving military service after the war, Largo returned to his hometown to restore the family farm. After Eleanor a bouquet large enough to fill an ox cart, a gold ring, and 10 years worth of love, the two finally married. They were a thing? Rosie, the war's end marked the birth of a new star. Hit song of love passed on, became an anthem during the years of the Galleys revival. She now travels Europa on a constant tour, but returns home yearly to visit Isara's grave. Zaka returned home to establish the foes in Toy Factory, bring smiles back to bring smiles back to Gallia's war orphans. The Enigma box, a 3-dimensional jigsaw puzzle with 100 puzzles, is currently the best toy in the market. After returning to school to get his master's degree, Christ delved into the passionate research in the field of aeronautic engineering. His graduate thesis has become a cornerstone of contemporary thought on flight. A speed demon since the day he piloted Isara's airplane, Leon subsequently became a racer by trade. He hasn't slowed down once after taking the gold at his first event, and he continues to race in competitions across Europa today. After war's end, she publicly confessed her heritage, shocking the masses. Her candor won the support of most of Gallians, however, and she now leaves Gallia in both name and fact. She remains single amidst many marriage offers. Wait, what about the others? Did we find out anything about them? I hope we find out about more of the people. I'm curious. Was aeronautic engineering even a thing before? Like, was that even a field of study before the first airplane was invented? And if so, what did they study? Or how did they have a lesson plan for that? But anyway, yeah, like what I was saying is that there's a weird disjointedness between how this game tells you to play and how it wants you to play. Like, the game story was all about, no, we can't just have Alicia be a Valkyrie and make her shoulder the burden of ending this war all on her own. Because we can't have just one person win this war. But then actually how you do the best in the missions is doing them as quickly as possible. And just, really, as far as I've seen, just use the orders to just boost 1 or 2 units as much as possible, and then just have them do the mission. Do we gonna get any other, where are they nows? I'd like to see what happened to Ica. Or Vice if he was still alive in this game. I really will have to at some point play, yeah, I feel like now I have, because Vice ended up dying in this game on my watch, I feel like I'm gonna have to play, Skies of Arcadia at some point.
You gotta take us bug hunting again soon, okay?
You bet. You know, I think you're ready for my top secret hunting spot.
Yippee! Thank you! We'll see you tomorrow!
Yep. Go right along home now.
Welcome, Gunther.
Yeah.
After the war, he returned to his studies. Many had thought the Gallian hero would rise to further fame, but Welkin had something else in mind. He returned to Brule, there to realize his long-held dream of becoming a teacher. On weekends, he's often seen taking his students out on nature hikes. His is a peaceful civilian life, and he would have it no other way.
I do really wish we got to see, like, the where are they nows for, like, the other characters. She finally got to go build her bakery!
Thank you for choosing Alicia's.
And she runs a food truck.
Hey, honey. How's business today?
Hey! Hey, you. What a surprise. Guess what? So I started selling the smoked cheese bread today, and everybody loves it.
That does sound
Of
delicious.
course. Told you that bread was great. Guess everyone in town agrees with me.
Yeah.
Alicia Gunther. Trading in her rifle for a rolling pin, Alicia trained around the clock to pursue her dream. After many long months, she received her national certification as baker. On
You
the
have to be
same day,
nationally
she
certified to
married
be a
her
baker?
sweetheart, Welkin Gunther.
Okay, well maybe in
Together,
here.
the two
I guess
opened
that's
Alicia's
probably a
bakery.
thing in the real world
It
too.
didn't take long for word to spread about her delicious creations. And now, even visitors from far away make a point of stopping to sample her fresh baked bread.
How about you? How are your classes today?
You know, those kids never seem to run out of questions. You know, they're amazing. Their curiosity's endless.
That's so. Then you're a kid too. You're as incurably curious as any one of them.
Speaking of kids, how's Isara been today?
Oh, they kept the pig.
Mike?
I completely forgot about that pig. What happened? Why do you have no nose?
Have you been a good girl?
Why do you have no nose?
I was real good. I was just helping Mama make some bread. They needed the
Your
dough
eyes are
all
so-
by myself.
Your eyes are spaced so far apart on your face. Your face.
Our
Brad, she carries his
customer said it was
culinary
the best
arts.
ever.
Hey!
Hey, Brad.
Isara, that's really great. All right. You show me how and I'll help, okay?
Yay! Come on, Papa. I'll teach you.
You're just gonna leave the window open like that? At least say you're closed.
Oh, dang. I gotta keep an eye on that. I gotta make sure that I keep pushing the joystick to make sure to stop that from happening. I don't think they're the main characters in any of the other games. I think every single game after this switches to a new cast, which makes sense. Especially because I think they keep the permadeath thing in games. Save data will be created to carry your completed game. By loading this game, you can carry what you play to new game and play through the game again. Okay, let's see. Let's save over this. Okay, so there. And beaten. So, I did say throughout this playthrough that I'd like to, that at some point I'd like to play some of the other games, and I would like to, although I definitely need to, because they were only because 2 and 3 were only released in Japan. Because 2 and 3 were only released in Japan, I'll need to find, like, maybe some sort of fan translations for those. If I can find those. But yeah, I would at some point like to play Valkyria Chronicles 2, 3, and eventually get back to 4. But not right now. I got a ton of other games that I really need to get back to playing. Yeah, overall, I did have a fun time with this, and I'm glad that I finally got through playing this, because this game has been in my backlog for a long time. But because I think just because of the realization that, like, I was playing, that, like, the way the story was telling me, the way the story and all the tutorials were telling me to play was actually not what the game would reward me for playing. Like, that sort of, like, distinct, that sort of difference, hard difference between the two. I'm not sure if I'd return to playing this again. I think it is a really good, and I think it is, like, a really good strategy RPG overall. Especially, like, the really interesting setting of, like, again, a lot of World War II games are, like, first-person shooters, whereas this being, like, a strategy game plus third-person shooter is really cool. And overall, yeah, it is a fun time, and I'm glad I played it. And I do, at some point, want to play the other ones, but that'll have to wait for a little bit. And then as far as where everything goes, so this marks the... So this marks the 191st playthrough on the channel. Oh, let me just... Valkyria Chronicles is the 191st playthrough on the channel. I might have said like 192nd first, which if I did, I'm sorry, I got the number wrong. So yeah, that's this marks 191 playthroughs completed. So I'll need to finish up that list for the games for the 200 playthrough pretty soon, because I'm actually making good progress towards reaching. Like I'm actually reaching, like, getting close to beating like a lot of these games I was meaning to play, or some of these games I was meaning to play. And then as far as that personal goal I have of beating 30 games before I turn 30, well, counting the games I've beaten off stream, this makes game number 34. So I'm doing pretty good on that goal. Okay, so I'm gonna now that I've done this, I know we're only about an hour into the stream, but since I've beaten this game, I'm gonna take a short break, and during that break, I'm gonna switch things over to Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, and then when I come back, and I'm also gonna like cut the YouTube VOD and then bring it back. So that the Valkyria Chronicles and Order of Ecclesia VODs are separate. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, the YouTube VOD will cut for a second, then I'll be right back. But yeah, I'm gonna go on break for a little bit, and then I'll return back to Order of Ecclesia. And we'll see, and after like almost 2 months, we'll be returning to Order of Ecclesia, so I'll be right back.